back to class again. As we have completed our lesson up to page number 5. Half of our page is finished, and we are going to continue our next class in this session. Come on, just open your textbooks and go to the page number 5, and I am going to read the lesson. Just take a look over here. Before that, I will recap the lesson once again. As this lesson is titled Blanket, which was written by Kamaladas, a famous poet of English and Malayalam. Most of her writings were very famous in both the languages. She was very interested. Apart from a novelist, she was very famous as a short story writer. And her writings are mostly related of a very big quality relations and values and followed by ethics. And this standard blanket lesson is completely moved with 3 characters: Kamala, Gopi and Mother. Particularly this lesson, it shows the attitude of the present human relations. Nowadays, how the relations will be molded in the society, how the relations will be changed, how the values had come down, even a son and a mother relation, how hard it is, how a son had approached his mother after a long time. When he had approached his mother with a long gap of 10 years, how a mother reacts and what were her emotions, what were her feelings, and when she reacts like that, how the son has reacted. This standard blanket lesson will show you very clearly. Children, the first thing you have to remember it very clearly that relation values, family will be a unique one, right? Even a joint family or else a nuclear family or whatever you choose, first of all, you should be very clear with one thing is that we must give value to the relations. We should follow some ethics. If we don't follow them, we will be not anything. First, the 2 people were very important in our life, father and mother. If we forget them, then how we will be like a right son and a right daughter? First, we should be very clear in that. And remember one thing, whatever you are, wherever you are, however you are, the people who come forward to you in your success and in your failure, they are your parents. If you remember this until your last breath, then definitely you will be the best daughter and best son. I don't mean that always you should be bound to your parents, but respect their struggle, respect their pain, try to understand the emotions. When you don't give respect to them, we are not the right people, children. So first you follow the value of your parents and try to recognize it, try to value it, try to feel it, try to understand it. When you understand it, definitely your family will be very good, and you might have known in your surroundings, in your relatives, families' conditions will be changed by the sometimes even nowadays the girls are also equally, they are sharing the struggle of their parents. Girls were not like olden days that come on, I will marry and I will go and I will look after my family. No, even as when they are growing up, they are sharing their parents' struggle. They are equally sharing their responsibilities. Most of them, you might have known them, you might have realized them. So try to understand it. This lesson, center part is giving value to your parents only. Try to understand it. And as we have stopped in page number 5, I'll continue it. Just open page number 5 and I'll start reading. Just listen. It started, once again, I'll recap from page number 5. Just, I will read it out and I will explain it. I am terribly upset if I don't get a letter from him every day. He knows it. That's why he writes every day. Look at the way she talks. Gopi's sister turned to him, just as I told you. You know nothing about what's going on here, do you? Who is that? Amma said again. Who is that in a car? It's me, Gopi, said. I had come to Thiruvananthapuram. I thought I should drop in to see you, Amma. Is your Amma? What is her name? Where does she live? Is it far from here? No, it's quite near. I don't know how I can bring back her memory. Gopi's sister said to him exasperatedly. Gopi placed his briefcase on the thinner. He opened it, pulled out the contents, clothes, files, a shaving set, etc. So again she started asking. Means suddenly mother's memory will be quite short, right? She did not recognize her son. Again she started asking Kamala, come on Kamala, with whom you are talking? Again she remembered her son. Did he write a letter? Means Kamala had replied to make her happy. As a daughter, she too has the responsibility to make her mother happy. So she started convincing her that yes, he had written letter and I got a letter. Everything was very fine. He was very good with his family. And then see, mother will not blame her children anytime. See, in this one sentence is enough to you to know the value of a mother children. See here also, even though he did not come to see her, he did not come to know what is wrong with her, what is good with her also, how the mother was supporting her son, you see. I know, he cares me a lot, that's why he writes a letter, like, even though he was not writing letters, she was convincing her, she was supporting her son, she was giving an abundance to her son that he was writing letters every day because he cares about her a lot. This one sentence is enough. Even though he was not looking her also, he was going to give a lot of importance to her. She was feeling itself. That is mother. Okay? See, when we understand the emotion with the mother, definitely we will realize it. What was wrong with the bondage. And when she had said like that, Kamala started saying, see, these many years were passed away. One day also you did not come to see your mother. What was wrong with her? Whether she was relieved, her health condition is okay. What was wrong with her? And how was she? Even if you did not try to know them, but every day she will ask about you, and she will remind you, and she will try to know that what was good with her, was your family is good. She was thinking all these emotions with you, but you did not feel any time this one quality. When she got such a thought, Gopi says, what, I was busy, so that's why I did not come. Again mother asked, come on, with whom you are talking? Again Gopi had come near to her, and he bent down, he tried to convince, and he tried to bring her memory back. But it was wasting of time. Because in response, she forgot everything. She started asking, who was your Amma? Where did she live? Was it very far from here? Why did you come? Then Gopi has, all the trials were waste. You know, when he was trying to convince her that he had come to see her on the way to Thiruvananthapuram, I was going on a work, I had come to see you, then it was a waste of his struggle. So, go to the page number 7, children. I am going to continue the lesson. Do you know my son Gopi? Amma asked him. She forgot it that, and the person who had come, she was thinking that he was another person who had come to see them. So, she was thinking that the person who had come, he was friend of Gopi. She was imagining and she was feeling herself. So, she was asking, do you know my son Gopi? So, even to her son only she was asking, do you know my son Gopi? Amma asked him. He is in Delhi, a government officer. He has Kesari Yogam. He draws a salary of 2,500 rupees. Do you know him? See, this is mother. Even though he did not come to see her, he did not try to visit her once also. What was an emotional bondage the mother, you see? So she was telling to Gopi itself that, do you know my son Gopi? He was a government officer in Delhi, and he used to draw a salary of 2,500. In those days, 2,500 means it hurts a lot. It cost a lot. It was a great honor. So, and he has Kesari Yogam. Kesari Yogam is a great opportunity. You know, astrology will be astrology will feel, this year you will be like a king. Like that. Even in Malayalam, Kesari Yoga means a state of being a great position. So, he has Kesari Yoga means he will be like a king. He rocks for many days. Mother always try to see their children as a king and a queen. but not as slaves. No one mother can do it. Even though he did not see her also, see her mother's feelings and emotions here, she was feeling very happy to say that his son had Kesari Yoga. He walks like a king. He lives like a king. Astrology was saying that he has the very golden opportunity that he rules the world. She was feeling herself. And yes, then Gopi was treating like a stranger and talking to his mother. Yes, I know him. Tell him to send a blanket. Then she started talking him. See, very touching lines. These lines were. Listen carefully, children. Tell him to send me a blanket. There is a cold mist in the mornings. If I catch cold, it does not leave me for a long time. Tell him to send a blanket. Won't you? A red one. I had a blanket. The one he brought for me when he was studying in Madras. It is all tattered now. Just a ball of knotted yarn. Tell him to send me a red blanket, will you? See how slowly and mercilessly the mother's request to her son, she was asking him to send a blanket. When he was studying in Delhi, when he was as a student, when he was in Delhi, he had sent a red blanket. So that red blanket, many years, 10 years back, blanket, 10 years back blanket means once you imagine. So it was very cold nowadays. It was winter, early mornings when I get up and when I sleep, that blanket is not supporting me. It was tattered, torn. Okay, so completely there were holes to the blanket. From that holes I am feeling cold. If I live like that, I die very shortly. So please inform, as you are friend of my son, please tell him to send a blanket. See, these words were not touching. As a son, when he remembers, when he was listening the words from his mother, how he has to react. See here. Then I'll tell him. He nodded. So he had made his head to be turned aside and he told, okay, I'll tell him. Please don't forget to tell him. Again she was asking, please don't forget to tell him the mist is not good for me. I think I will stretch myself out for a bit. I have been sitting too long in the armchair. I have a pain in the neck. Gopi's sister put Amma to bed and came back to the veranda. You did not come to see Amma, did you? So again she asked him, please don't forget to inform my son to send a blanket, because now the season was very cold, so it was very hard to adjust myself in the veranda when I was sitting in the armchair, and when I am wearing the blanket, as it was torn, I can't bear myself to the cold. I was unable to bear this coldness. If I be like that, I die. So please tell him to send. So he repeated that simple one, a blanket, she asked. A blanket. So even for that also he was not reacting. As a mother, she has done many things to him, but he forgot all these things. And he had not in a state, he did not come with an affection to his mother. He did not come to meet his sister. Just there will be a reason. His sister was guest. So Amma said herself, I can't sit for a long time in this armchair. Let me go, take me to my bed and I will sleep over there for some time. And she said that when I am sleeping and when I am unable to bear this coldness, I am making myself to be very cold in a position to sleep. Please tell him to send a blanket. By saying that, she goes on to the bed, and Kamala takes her mother onto the bed. She makes him to live over there. She guessed her son, her brother, did not come with an affection. There might be a reason to say and to see he had visited his mother. So she asked, Gopi's sister put Amma to bed, come back to the veranda. You did not come to see Amma, did you? Delhi is too expensive. I have 4 children to look after now. I can't make both ends meet with my salary. And one has to keep up one's status. It will be a great help if I can raise some money by selling my share of the family property. I came to talk it over with you. You will sell your land and go away with the money. I know you won't come here anymore after that. Don't say that I'll come when I get time. Your time. He saw the irritation on his sister's face. It took you more than 5 years to find time to come here. Amma is 83 now. I don't think she will pull on much longer. It took you so long to visit her after the last time. But Amma can't remember who I am, he said, smiling feebly. But do you remember your Amma? So, what she said, she guessed it. Kamala knows very well that her brother, did not come with an affection towards his mother. So, she clearly asked him, you did not come to see Amma, did you? There might be a strong reason. Then he said the right reason. Then the correct reason he started saying now. Yes, I did not come to see Amma. I am living in Delhi. So I had to maintain a status. I had 4 children. I can't make both ends to be at one end means what? He has to maintain something in the, he should show his status in Delhi. To show that status and to maintain 4 children is not an easy task. But that he need money. So to sell my property, family property I have now. So I had come to sell them. Then his sister had said, no, yours property you can sell and you can take the money. But after taking money, at least now you had come to see her. But later, you don't come to see her, right? Don't you? Then he says, okay, I may forget Amma, but Amma can't forget me now. So I come to see when I get time. Then Kamala shows her reaction towards his brother in such a way that he was a money-minded man. He was a money-minded son. So he had come to see his mother only for money, but not with an affection. On the way to Thiruvananthapuram, to office work he was going, but he had made himself to be in such a state that as a son he did not show any affection towards his mother. Even with a very like a small child, she asked a blanket to his son. If he was a right son, on the spot he has to go and he has to bring a blanket to his mother. But he didn't do it. This lesson shows the inhumanity of a son towards his mother. See children, these are the days nowadays. The values we are making ourselves to come down. So don't make your parents to bother. Make them happy. And don't make silly mistakes and don't irritate them. At the same time, don't degrade them. Don't degrade them. You may have seen many of the great people in the society. Dhirubhai Ambani you take. Now we are going to see the millionaires in our country. Okay, Anil Ambani and Mukesh Ambani as the greatest, richest people they are living. Why they are living? It is the sweat of Ambani, right? So he had made himself, his sons to be in a very good position, right? Dhirubhai Ambani's struggle had made them to be in that position. He had felt, I should make my sons to be. This complete, now whatever the happiness was around them is the struggle of their father, not themselves. Like that, every parent will react like that. Every parent, always the one and only people who will be behind of you. When you are in failure, when you are in success, your parents. And mother, a very sensitive relation, children. A very sensitive relation, a good bondage, an emotional touching value. So don't degrade your parents, try to understand them, follow them, and don't make them to be de-estimated. Okay, respect to them, give value to them. Okay, this is the tattered blanket lesson. We finished. And children, when you open page number 7, I'm writing homework here. Your homework is write the meanings of first lesson 2 times. Okay, how many meanings are there? There are 11 meanings, children, in this lesson, first lesson. So these 11 meanings, just write them 2 times. Why I am telling you to write the meanings? There are some hard words in this lesson, so you must know the meanings of them. Just write them 2 times. Okay. In this class, we finished the dotted blanket lesson. So once again, if you read the lesson with your own, it is an advantage to you. So better once again, if you read your lesson with your own, it will be a good advantage. Better go through the lesson once and write the meanings. Okay, we'll meet in the next class. Thank you.